48 hours ago, we kicked you off.
And right now, the drop-off live stream for the San Diego 48-Hour Film Project starts. Let's do it.
All right, everyone.
Here we are.
We are at the drop-off.
I got so much rest this weekend. How about you?
Yeah,
I slept like a baby both nights, like a baby.
I did meet up with John Medell and his team.
That's awesome.
And got
That's
a Squirt, and I've not had a Squirt soda in a really long time.
No, those are good.
Thank you to John for that.
Yeah.
That was really great. Hope you guys we got a number of teams uploading.
We have 8 teams completely uploaded, and we have a couple more in progress right now.
Okay, good. There's still some time to get your stuff up there. So once you start your upload, first let me back up. Before you upload, you have to go to 48hourfilm.com, log in with the same email that you used to register your team with. You have to do a wrap-up form there. Once the wrap-up form has been submitted, that enables your upload on cinema48.com.
Right.
Then you can go back to Cinema 48. If you're already logged into Cinema 48, you have to log out and log back in before it will see that you've uploaded your wrap form.
And remember that you have until 11:59 p.m. tonight for your paperwork only. So if you are missing some paperwork or you need to complete something, don't stress about that before the upload time. Get that film in there, and then worry about your paperwork, because you do have until 11:59 p.m. after the deadline tonight to complete that paperwork.
And the boo-hoo part that we have to say is that if you are turning in a late film, we still accept a late film.
Yes,
That's the yay-hey part.
Right.
The boo-hoo part is that it's a late film if it's after 7:30.
Right. But you're still eligible for audience choice,
Yes.
and we will still be doing voting for audience choice.
Right.
So even if your film is late.
So once you start your upload, even if you start your upload at just before 7:30 and your upload crashes for whatever reason, the system has generated a checksum file for your upload. So as long as you upload the same exact film that you started with, before it crashed,
Right.
then you will be good. So it's okay if your upload crashes after the deadline and you have to restart, you're still good, but just make sure that you use the exact same film
Right.
for your second or third or fourth attempt at uploading.
Don't change anything. Don't change one
Right.
frame, because
Right.
it will throw it off.
Right.
But that's the nice feature that's been built in. The concept was introduced to the 48 by Dwayne a few years ago with the 4 points. It's been super helpful because it gives the filmmakers a little bit of a breather, right? They don't have
Right.
to stress if their upload crashes.
Right.
So as your film is uploading, if you see it, going up and down, and you're already uploading now, don't worry that it's taking time. We have that checksum. We will get your film uploaded, and we will make sure that it matches that checksum. So you guys are great.
Yep. So we are monitoring YouTube and Facebook as best we can. We do have a couple people that are going to come on as guests. And if you are interested in coming on as a guest, then send us a direct message on Facebook, and we will try to get you into the show and get a link so that you can connect in with us and be live on the show. We do have one person standing by live now, and we do have a couple that are two filmmakers that didn't participate this year but did do a film last year.
Right.
And they're going to be joining us too. I don't see them online yet. But
I wanted, real quickly, Dwayne, we've
Yeah.
gotten, we get questions throughout the afternoon.
Sure,
This is
sure.
one we've gotten more than once.
Okay.
So I want to put this out there. A materials release form. Many teams will not even need a materials release form, but materials release would be if you're using any type of valuable property or personal valuables that belong to someone that you would need permission for. An example of this might be a vintage car or a painting or something like that that belongs to a specific person that is of value. So some teams are using their own equipment, and if you're in your own house, and your location release will cover that if it's all your personal belongings. Materials releases are for special.
So in other words, if you had behind you an Ansel Adams photo,
All right.
you would have to have a materials release for that.
Right.
Because even though you own it, you don't own the copyright to that photo.
Right.
So you would have to have that. If you have a Coca-Cola sign, you would need a materials release for that.
Right. So we know
Yeah.
that some of this stuff happens incidentally. You'll see a brand or you'll see something in passing, and we do know that that happens incidentally. If your film goes on to a festival, you may be asked to blur those kinds of things out eventually, and it's a good idea to try to avoid brands if you can. But if your film has an incidental appearance of a brand, you don't need to worry about that for this stage of the game. If you have an incidental brand that appears in your film, don't worry about that at this point.
Okay.
But that's the question. The question was about materials releases, and some teams don't need them at all. So if your team doesn't seem to need one, that's possible. Okay, what are we
Sounds
doing
good.
now?
So Dog Jaw is on the line.
Oh, Diane.
Yeah, so let's bring up Diane, and let me make sure that her audio is on. Let me see. That should be her there. Let me bring her up.
There she is. Hi,
There
Diane.
we go. Can you hear us?
Yeah, hi guys.
All right.
Hi.
How are
oh,
you?
It's so good to see you.
Good to see you too. I just wish it was in person at a
I
bar.
know.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, in person and at a bar. That would be two
Yeah.
in one. That would be great.
Y'all just going crazy
I
right
just
now.
have a glass of wine in my hand right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm surprised you don't. I mean, you're at home.
I know. Well, we're at 95% right now on the upload.
I see it.
So when it
I
hits
see it.
100%, I'm celebrating.
Oh, you're going with the
Okay,
wine at
good,
100%.
good.
I like it. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's doing good. Oh, you know what? It's done on my end. So
Done?
14
Yay!
seconds ago, you're in. You're in. Yeah, that's great. There's a couple of other films uploading at the same time, so this is very exciting. Lots of films coming in. So tell us about your experience this year. How was it?
Just
You know, every
before you
year-
get started,
Oh,
just
sorry.
remind everyone the genres that you drew.
Okay, so this is Team Dog Jaw, and we got fantasy.
Okay.
And we are a family that films together. So it's mom, dad, and 2 kids.
Okay.
Nice.
And what was the second genre that you decided not to use?
The second genre was climate,
Climate.
okay.
Okay.
which is kind of a challenging one.
Yeah, it is. You and your daughter appear in the 48-hour film project intro video. Did you see it? Just a little bit
No.
ago. Yeah, you guys are in there. It's like that spaghetti western standoff moment from your
Yes.
film. Yeah, it's such a good moment, and it's such a cute little thing. Every time I look at it, it makes me happy. I'm like, oh, that's so cool that they make films together as a family. It's super exciting.
So can you give us the quick
Yeah.
Like a log line?
a log line for your film?
Oh, the log line for the film is it's a fantasy horror where the demonic fae creatures are coming to get my daughter.
Okay. Wow.
So that's
Okay,
That's
no,
what- yeah, we
no
went
spoilers, no spoilers. Okay,
Yeah, I
no
hope she lives
spoilers.
through it.
Yeah, and
Wow.
so tell us about the.
challenge this year. The challenge this year is we did a night shoot
Oh, okay. Last night or
So-
Friday night?
last night.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
is
we
a
haven't
challenge.
left yet.
yeah, that's a challenge just because you're now fitting your editing window into a much smaller window than normal. Yeah. So how did the production go in general? Besides it being a night shoot, I'm sure you had some great, hot chocolate and craft services, right?
Lots of Red Bull and other energy drinks that my kids like. There goes one child. So, as every year it's a different challenge. Sometimes it's audio and sometimes it's editing. Last year my computer, but this year the problem was lighting.
Oh.
Never had to deal with lighting so much because we were shooting in the dark, and there was a learning curve. So that was this year's issue. But we got it in and we finished, so
Yeah.
I couldn't be more thrilled.
I'm very excited. I can't wait to see it. This is exciting watching all the films come in like this with them rolling. So,
And what is the title of your film?
Faye. Fae. Faye.
Faye.
Oh, Faye.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
I saw it in there. Yeah.
Is it a spoiler alert that that's your daughter's character's name?
No. Faye is another word for fairies.
Oh. Okay, that's cool. That's
So
cool.
it's the Fae people, the fairy.
Oh, all right. Well, now
all right.
I'm more
Getting that
interested.
Okay.
fantasy genre in there.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Oh, that's
good.
exciting. Do you have any like special effect type stuff or even practical effects, or was it mostly story driven and character driven?
We don't do any really technical special effects, but it's a lot of cinematography, a lot of really strong edits and cuts.
Okay.
So the filming was the most important thing and keeps the story going.
Nice. I'm super excited to
Yeah.
see it.
Good.
Well, I want to thank you for reaching out to us when you had just a little technical question, because Dwayne and I are here, and everybody out there,
Yeah.
if you have questions, we're here. We're monitoring our phones, we're monitoring Facebook. So Dwayne knows everything technical, and I can tell you all the paperwork stuff, and so can he. So if you need any help at all or you have questions, don't sit home and worry about them. Call us and we'll help you figure it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And thank you. You guys saved us. It was nice to be able to call you and get some help with that.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Anytime.
Of course.
We're
of
happy to
course.
do it. Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing your film. for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, we're so happy to have you and your family back in the competition this year, and it's so good to see you. We want you to get some good rest, and
Yes.
and we can't wait to see
Thank
your
you.
film.
Yes. Team Dogjaw is happy that 48 hours still strong. So thank
We'll
you.
send all of Team Dogjaw a big high five from us.
Yes.
High five. Thank
All
you.
right.
five.
Have a good
Bye,
night. Bye, Diane.
Goodbye.
Oh, that's exciting. I can't wait to see their film.
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
That's going to be super cool.
All right.
Oh, I
So
see.
before we move on, we have what is the name of their?
The
sorry.
team?
Yes.
Big
the
Shoes
team.
Productions.
Big Shoes Productions. That's
Yeah.
right. Sorry, I had a mental block. Before we get on with that, I just want to mention about San Diego Songwriters Music.
Yes.
If you use San Diego Songwriters Music, you do need a signed release from them as paperwork. Cliff Keller is standing by. You can reach him on Facebook, send him a direct message on Facebook, and he can get you a signed release. He's authorized to sign for any music that's on their SoundCloud page that you may have downloaded and used in your film, and we hope that you use some. And you do need to credit the songwriter in your credits, and then let Cliff know, and then so he can let them know, and hopefully that'll be another person that is watching your film, and that's another person watching your film, and another person that can do audience choice voting.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so reach out to Cliff.
So we'll get back to audience choice voting and what we're going to do with the live stream. The screenings and everything. But let's go to our next guest. Guests.
I see them.
Plural. And let me pull them up on the screen here, and make
Oh,
sure that their
yay.
microphones are turned on. There we go.
Oh, here you guys.
Hey.
Okay, hi.
It's Diane and Mike.
Mark.
Sorry, Diane and Mark. I know a Mike and Diane that
He
has
does.
that
Mike
has
and
a
Diane
hot-
have the Ring of
Ring of
Fire,
Fire hot
sauce.
sauce.
Yeah, so
Yes.
this is Mark and Diane
Mark and
from Big
Diane.
Shoes Productions.
Yes.
And Mark and Diane were on the winning team from the San Diego 48-Hour Film Project from last year. Actors and helped with production and are improv actors, and came to San Diego from the Bay Area, right, you guys?
Yeah,
Okay.
originally. Yeah.
It's so good to see you both. Now, I got lucky enough to see you in Rotterdam. We got to spend some time together at Filmapalooza. Tell us a little
Yes.
bit about that experience as city winners. What was that like for you? And then tell us a little bit about your Filmapalooza experience.
Well, we love films, and Mark and I set ourselves a personal goal to see every single film all 4 days, which we did.
Amazing.
And
which was upwards close to 150 films.
Right. Yeah. There were a lot of films
saw
this
them
year.
all.
you know, just for me, I think we showed up, and it was like, I don't know how to say this without, I don't want it to sound cocky, but it's like all the winners from around the world were there. And no one was weird because everyone was celebrating, like everyone had won. And it was like everyone was coming together and celebrating their films and celebrating making it there. And what a treat to travel internationally and meet all these other filmmakers. So it was really, we were in heaven.
Yeah, it was like Diane said, it was a big love fest.
Yeah.
And getting to meet everybody, and we feel we felt extremely grateful and lucky to win last year, but especially being able to go there for the experience a week before COVID went sideways.
Yes.
And everything got shut down. So we're very, very lucky and fortunate. Just had an outstanding time.
That really was. We all got very, very lucky because we spent, my younger son and I spent another couple days right after Filmapalooza, and then it was straight back home, and it's been this since. So we've been shut down since. So yeah, we all got very lucky. And I know what you mean about it being kind of like this, like a big celebration, and everyone's excited to see everyone and see each other's films. This year we got really lucky. A lot of years with the way the theaters work, they have to overlap screenings, and this year none of the screenings overlapped, and so there was an opportunity to see every single film. Normally you have to pick between a group of films, but we got lucky this year. Yeah, it was super fun. So last year was your first San Diego 48. Tell us about that experience, and was it different from your San Francisco experience? What was it like for you doing your first San Diego 48?
Yes, well, it was larger for one thing. We always averaged about 50 or so teams in San Francisco. So being upwards and remind me, we're close to 80?
Here we had just about 75 teams at the end, at the drop off.
Yeah. So that was it was larger, and it was pretty awesome. The theater that you guys had lined up, especially for the awards gala, was pretty awesome. In San Francisco, it feels more sort of indie style, and seeing it at the old Roxy and things like that, small intimate theaters, which is great and fun. But this was, Southern California, close to Hollywood, and so things are bigger now and more theatric, and so it was a lot of fun and exciting. And Diane winning Best Actress was pretty great too. Yeah.
The process was really interesting. Mark had done more in Oakland or in San Francisco than I had. So, but we were part of an improv group in San Diego, and it's called Big Shoes. And we hailed from Finest City Improv, so I'll give them a shout out.
Yes.
And we came up with a story. We sat around, came up with a storyline, and I was like, you guys. The director knows, because it was Austin's brother came into town, said he knows I'm an improviser. I can't memorize these lines. I'm like, I'll just hit the bullet points, and it came out great. Except I did hear that when he was editing, he was like, improviser,
because it changed take to take. I'm imagining. That's so funny, because your character was so just real. You could tell, and I think that's probably your improv training kind of led into that. Just your heart was sort of leading you with that character. She just like, you could just see how empathetic she was, and I loved your character. I thought the judges, nailed it on the Best Actress for last year. I thought you were fantastic, and your rainbow dress was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh man. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Well, let's see. Should we show our audience, and for anybody that didn't get to see it last year?
I think we should show. There's something wrong with Hannah.
Will you guys stand by? But we're going to show your film, and then we'll come back to you. Okay.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm here to see the room.
Oh, did we talk? I don't remember talk. Did we schedule something?
No.
Okay, all right. I guess I have a few minutes.
Great.
Okay, so, what's your name?
Hanner.
Hanner?
Mm-hmm.
Hanner.
Art.
ARP.
Yes.
Well, do you work?
I'm a teacher. I teach math at a charter school. You probably haven't heard of it.
Okay. I'm Annie, and this is my son, Luke.
Hi, Luke.
My husband passed away a couple years ago, so we live here alone. Anyway, would you like to see the room?
I would love that.
So, what did you think?
Hold on one sec.
Winner, next time you will not be so lucky.
Think about what?
Hanner.
There was someone named Hanner in our house?
Yes.
He seemed fine.
Well, maybe I should just see a couple more people.
I don't think you need to see any more people, Mom. It's better than the other 15 or so people you interviewed. There was that one guy that had like false eyelashes and they were clearly fake.
That was unsettling.
I think Hanner is fine.
All right, good. We'll go with him.
All right.
So, I'm in and out all day, so just make sure you lock the door when you leave the house. Oh, and that reminds me, here is your key. All right, I'll just set it here.
No! That's not for keys.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'll just set it here and you can pick it up.
Good, I'll get that later.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to my room now.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's something wrong with Hanner.
What do you mean?
Haven't you noticed any behavior?
Yeah, I mean he's a little weird. I don't know what special milk means. Like what the fuck? And then we danced.
What?
Papa, I'm so sad and lonely. Such a tearful little child.
First of all, you need to learn some boundaries, okay? I need to make some phone calls and figure out what's going on with this guy. Maybe steer clear and no more dancing, okay?
Okay.
Hello. This is Annie Stevenson, and I need to talk to Hanner Arp. He's in the math department. Hanner, not Hannah. Hanner, with an R at the end. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. Hi. I'm following up on a reference, and my name is Annie Stevenson, and I'm wondering if you ever had a Hanner Arp working there in the math department. This is Annie Stevenson, and I need to talk to Hanner Arp. He's in the math department. Hi, I was wondering if you have a Hanner Arp working there.
Oh, yeah, we had a Hanner Hannah Arp working here, but he retired last year.
He retired?
Yeah, unfortunately his wife passed away suddenly and he didn't come back. Yeah, it was pretty rough. She was a teacher here too. They did just about everything together. I'm not even sure how he's making it without her.
No! No, 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 no! No touching! Not yours! Mine! You do not touch that! Not
Her
yours!
name was Elizabeth.
That is an awesome film.
My heart.
That is an awesome film.
Oh my gosh. Wait, we can't hear them.
Hang on.
Are they on? There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we can
Yeah,
hear you guys.
that is an
oh
awesome
my
film.
goodness. Annie's
Thank you.
just the best. She's the best. And Hannah is really, I mean, you guys are great. You guys are really great. And the line, no more dancing. I don't know if that was an improv line, but every time, I mean, this film just runs the gamut of emotions. 1 minute you're laughing, 1 minute your heart is, you're wrenching because you feel what's going on with Hannah, and then you see Annie and she's so empathetic and funny, and then Annie's son, who you guys said had never been in a film, is that right? Like he just kind of ended up thrown in?
That was his first film.
First time ever on camera. Yeah, he's in our stage improv group, but that was his first time ever on camera. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. and
You know,
he
I
was
have
so
to
great.
say, I'm so glad that when the boxes opened up, that it's not a glowing light in your face,
right, like
right?
Oh, yes.
I'm so
Yeah,
glad
that
that
was a
we
little
actually get to
distracting.
see what's in the box.
Right, yeah, not a mulligan.
Yeah.
A MacGuffin.
A
I heard the
MacGuffin,
wrong
not a
word.
MacGuffin.
Mulligan is when you get to go again in golf. That's
Right,
the wrong
right.
thing. A MacGuffin. Yeah, no, it was so good. We are huge fans and not judges. We were not judges, but the judges unanimously last year were really loved your film, and we were super thrilled that you guys went on to represent San Diego in the international competition.
Right. And since we aren't judges, we monitor the deliberation with
Right.
the judges, and so we'll be off to the side. Oh yeah, that's so cool.
We get like, kind of excited about what they're talking about and stuff, and it was no surprise and a thrill that you guys were picked for best film last year and your acting role, and and I know Austin picked up a couple for Mason, I think, right? Mason's out. Is he in Texas?
Yeah,
Where's
Mason's
Mason?
his brother.
Austin,
Yeah.
right? Mason
Yes.
is in Austin, or is he in Houston? He's somewhere out in
Right,
Texas,
it's
right?
very confusing. Mason is in Austin. Austin is his brother.
And Austin is in San Diego.
Right.
Got it. No problem. That makes perfect sense. All right, great. Well, we know that you guys unfortunately could not participate this year, but
Yeah.
we really, really hope that you'll be back again next year.
Oh, we will. We
And
promise we will be
Good,
back
good.
next.
We are holding
Yeah.
you to it. We are holding you to
Okay.
it.
Now we need to remind you that we are producing the 4 Points Film Project,
yeah?
and that's in registration right now.
Yeah, that's in November.
That's
So
in
you get a whole
November.
extra
Okay.
day. You get a whole extra day.
Okay.
It's 77 hours. So
Yes.
Oh, okay.
yeah, little extra.
Thank you for the
something to think
reminder.
about.
What will you do
Yeah.
with that extra time?
Good.
Thank
Well,
you.
we're so
Take a
thrilled
nap.
to see you both, even if it is just on camera tonight. And we
Yeah.
hope to see you again in person very soon. And
Thank
thank
you.
you for all of your patience with getting the VMix set up. Have a great night, okay?
Yeah.
Thanks, and a
Thank you.
shout
Nice
out
to see
to
you both.
the filmmakers for this year.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck, everybody.
Yay.
Have
All right,
fun.
thanks.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
very much.
Have a great night.
Have a great night.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was so fun. That was super fun. I'm glad we got to talk to them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
They're
what
really,
a lovely,
really, really
lovely
nice.
couple, and just
And when the judges said that she was going to be the
Best
winner of
actress?
the Best Actress
Yeah.
award, we were like, oh, that's so awesome. That's so
Yeah, we
awesome."
were both-
It's so funny. They're listening to us right now.
I know I can see them. We can see you guys.
We can see you.
Yeah, we were excited. We loved that film
Yeah.
from the get go,
Yes.
and it was in our top picks, and it was no surprise when the judges went with it.
No,
yeah,
none
it was
at all.
great.
None at
it
all.
was really great. So good to see them both.
Yes. Yeah.
Next year, maybe you'll be at Filmapalooza too. I know you couldn't unfortunately make it
Couldn't
this
make
year.
it this
We
year.
don't know where
Yeah.
it's going to be.
No.
I think Washington D.C.
Yeah.
I think that's what Mark was
possible.
saying,
Yeah.
potentially, because kind of coming home for the 20th anniversary
Right,
of the
right.
48.
Right.
Started in D.C., so maybe we'll be in D.C. for this next year. But we don't know where it's going to be yet. We do know that it'll be held later in the year. Typically, it's in March.
Mm-hmm.
Mark has said that it'll be now later in the year, probably September, October timeframe. So there's time for all of these films to get in, time for the 4 Points Film Project films to get in,
Right.
and time for the quarantining and the health situation around the world to hopefully settle down so we can all
Right,
gather
right.
again.
Well, we would love to talk to some more filmmakers.
Yeah.
Right? We
Hoops.
got
So
time.
we
got
see lots of people turning their films in.
We're about 25 minutes away from the deadline. So if you've already dropped off your film and you're watching the stream either on YouTube or Facebook, then please send us a direct message on Facebook. That's what we're monitoring the closest.
Right.
And I will send you a link so that you can join our call or join our stream here and talk about your production. So we hope to see someone that has dropped off a film or is about to drop off a film join us.
Right. Here's
Now-
another question that
go-
I've been getting
okay,
a couple
let's hear it,
times, so I
let's
want
hear
to
it.
make sure if anybody has questions about this. The checksum that Dwayne mentioned earlier, which is a special code that is assigned to your film file, okay, only the film file that you're trying to upload, that gets created when you begin your upload. It's not something that you have to do anything different. In the past, in the 4 Points Film Project, you've had to do something different to create that. In this competition, this upload, it gets created automatically for you. It's not something that you need to create and send to us. It happens automatically, and we will have that number that is associated with your film file. So again, and Dwayne mentioned this earlier, if your upload crashes or your upload is stuck in the middle or you have to restart, we still have that upload checksum from before the deadline, and that's
right.
the important part. So don't stress if your upload crashes. Don't stress.
That's right. So
Okay.
while we were talking with Mark and Diane, we talked. I talked a little bit about the 4 Points Film Project.
Yes, it's
So
exciting. We're
that
already
is in early bird registration right now, and it is for a November kickoff.
13th through 16th this year. Yep,
Yep.
November 13th.
And that has a prize.
Yes.
Yes, has a good prize.
Yeah, quite a big one actually. Big
and
cash
it
prize.
is-
So there's $4,000 in cash prizes for the 4 Points Film Project.
Right. And the winner of the 4 points goes automatically to Filmapalooza and to the Short Film Corner at Cannes.
Right.
What we do, and we'll see how we can do it this year, the same as with the 48 screenings, we're still trying to work all of that out. But like our official character name, Raquel Falk, for this year, or Rocky or Raquel. Raquel was the actual name of a person that came to our charity screening of 4 Points Film Project
Yeah,
films.
she's a San Diego filmmaker, makeup
Yes.
artist.
And so her name went into the drawing, and that's how we ended up with Raquel Falk. And then we added a masculine version of her
Right.
name, or something.
I mean, kind of a unisex version. Rocky could be
Yes,
a man or a
unisex
woman,
version,
right?
yeah. Yep. And so that's how we ended up with that. If you participated in the 4 points, then we will try next year, at some point next year, once the theaters are open and everything is good to do that, then we will try to do a charity screening like we did before.
Right.
So,
and we know that
and
they're
then-
opening now, too, that they're starting to open
Right.
at a very limited capacity. So Dwayne and I are working closely with the cinemas that we normally work with to try as safely and as quickly as we can to get back into theaters. But we want everyone safe. We want everyone comfortable. So, and we want to be together as a group. So we want to make sure that all those things happen. So we are working, though. We know that they're beginning to open, and we're keeping an eye.
Right.
Did you have more info about the 4 Points you wanted to say?
I do. Yeah, if you're interested in joining the 4 Points or finding out more about it, the URL is up on the screen right now, 4pointsfilmproject.com. Careful that you don't go off the set. Because, this puts you into a time warp. here.
Right. It's like a portal.
Yeah.
Here, you do yours, and I'm gonna like.
Okay, obviously, we need some people
Yeah,
to
we
call
need
in
some
right
practice.
now.
Okay, I think it's this way. No, this way. Okay.
Yeah.
So 4 Points Film
So there's
Project.
the URL right there. Go on over.
Teams are already
take a look.
registering. We
Okay,
actually
good,
have, I think,
good,
5 teams
good.
registered. It just opened for registration. We have upped the number of spaces available this year because there are some cities around the world where there was not a 48-hour
That's
film
right.
project.
That's right.
So we have up to 300 spaces this year,
Mm-hmm.
which is a lot of films for Dwayne and I to watch.
And one of
but-
my favorite things about the 4 Points Film Project is that you as a filmmaker are pitting your best work up against filmmakers from all over the world. So it's
Right.
not just local, it's not Southern California. It's filmmakers all over the world,
Yep.
in Amsterdam and in London and in Paris. And, even Asian
Poland and
countries,
Prague and-
right?
Yeah.
We get North Korean and South Korean films, we get Japanese films, Australian. So it's a great competition that really kind of pits you against the world as a filmmaker, and it's really I love it.
Yeah, I
love
do too.
the 4 Points.
I
It's
do
a lot
too.
of
We
fun.
really enjoy it every year. And San Diego usually has a great showing in the 4 Points.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we have I think we had up to 18 films one year out of the 200 something that year. So we have a lot of San Diego films. From
And this is a thing also about the 4 Points is if say you have a cousin in Miami and he's a filmmaker and you're in San Diego and you're a filmmaker, you can do it together or you can do it separately and see what kind of films you come up with. So it's like kind of throwing the gauntlet down with your
Right.
your filmmaker friends and family around the world and say, hey, I'm doing this. You want to do it and see, who has the best film afterwards. So definitely head over to 4pointsfilmproject.com and get signed up if you're interested in doing that, and we hope that you are for sure.
Okay. I have some filmmakers here, Dwayne, who need some assistance.
Okay.
And I was wondering if you would be able to help them, but it may be something that we need to call on the phone. I'm going to have him call you. And they tried to get a hold of Wouter, but they can't reach him. I'm going to have them call you. And I will talk to these guys for just a few minutes while you see if you can figure it out. Because it's a
All right.
Cinema 48 issue, and I know
Sure.
you're more familiar with
Okay.
that than I am.
So I will step away.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And
I
do,
don't like having you do that, but I want to make sure this filmmaker gets their question answered.
No
Okay,
worries.
so guys, I can see the uploads that are coming in, and I'm just going to tell you right now. We have Gorilla Aesthete is uploading. We have Raw Mix uploading, Form Over Function, Square One, Short Stack, No Name Studios. These are all the films that are uploading currently. And again, that checksum will have been created for them right away as soon as they started their uploads. We also have quite a few that have completed already as well. So if you didn't hear your name right now, that doesn't necessarily mean that your film is not there. We have 16 films that are in already completed. I'm going to go through and actually tell you who they are. We have, oh my gosh, somebody already has a movie poster made. Paul Devine from team A Guy Named Paul, which is just Paul Devine, has Dinner with the Falks, and his film is uploaded. He has a poster. We have Almost Good Films with Earth's Last Shot. We have Dogjaw Productions that we spoke with Diane earlier, which their film Faye is in already. We have Form Over Function, which their film is almost done. It's called Interior Design. It's completing its upload. We have Gorilla Aesthete with Race to Return. We have Hot Mayonnaise with Time Trailer. Time Trailer is the name of their film. We have Jordan Does Productions with The Big Sit Down. That's uploading right now. Uploading right now as we speak. Let's see who else we've got. So we have Team Let's Get Rolling, Brandon Manderson with Lost Time. Their film is completed, upload. We have No Name Studios uploading right now with The Changed. We have One Good Company with Go Away. Theirs is completed, its upload. Raw Mix Productions, completed on time, redesign. We have Reactant Films. Boy, Michael, you picked a title that I don't know how to pronounce this. The Sarnayan? Oh, it looks a little like the Kardashians. Sarnayans? Maybe it's a Kardashians thing? I don't know. We'll see. That's just might be what the poster looks like. And you guys can upload posters too and trailers. Trailers up to 48 seconds long. So please do that. We have Short Stack uploading currently with Passenger. We have Square One also uploading currently with Heartbeat Theater. Tea and Bag Productions, their upload is complete for Other Hand. And then we have the 28 80-minute Movie Makers, which is Alex. We talked to him on the kickoff live stream. And that film is completed and on time with Situation Hostages 2 Stromboli Syndrome. Alex, I'm intrigued. We'll have to wait and see what that's all about. Okay, let's see who else is in here. Let's see. Weekend films. Oh, I think that's it. So that's it. We've got 17 completed films. We've got quite a few underway. So if I didn't say yours, it doesn't mean it's not there. Let me go back to my upload. Metal Pixel Foundry is just starting to upload. I think I mentioned everyone else. Yes, so everyone else that's in the upload is in there right now, but we've got Metal Pixel Foundry that just started uploading. And it looks good so far. So if you have started your upload, you will know that you have your checksum created for you. So if your film is stuck uploading or if your upload crashes, I don't want you to panic. That checksum will be the key to making sure your film is on time. As long as you upload ultimately the same exact file that you tried to upload before the deadline. If you change anything, even one frame, and re-render the whole thing, it will change the file name. So you don't want to do that, or change the file checksum. So you don't want to do that. Everything has to be identical. But that checksum is there for your protection so that you can, ooh, I see 2010 Productions starting an upload too, very exciting. And lots of people. You guys, we have about 14-ish minutes left in the competition. And we're trying to make sure that we answer any questions. I'm watching the Facebook feed. Does anybody have any questions for us to send me on Messenger or Facebook? We can answer them for you. I'm taking a look right now. Let me pull up the Facebook group and see. Facebook group. Here it is with the gorgeous skyline photo by a very good friend of mine who is very dearly missed, Chris Payne. If you guys can see that. That was a great film. I agree, guys. There were people, Robin was, you know, I'm going to tell you a story about the Louvre, Jordan Jacobo. You said I was the last person allowed in the Louvre, and that would be funny if they actually had let me in. But here's the deal. 33 years ago, I was 15, I went on a trip to the Louvre with some high school friends and a teacher of ours that arranged this beautiful trip for us. And we got to the Louvre and it was closed because of a labor strike. And I was like, well, it's France, it happens. It happens all over Europe, actually. And I was like, well, that's okay. I'm gonna go back someday. So here we are, 2020. Jared and I took a trip. We're running around Paris. We get to the Louvre, and it's closed because of a labor strike. And that was pre-COVID. It was in the weeks pre-COVID, but they were saying that the workers inside the Louvre were nervous about letting people in those sides of crowds. To be fair, it's a reasonable concern. but we didn't go in because it was closed because of a labor strike. So I have now twice missed, literally been standing at the Louvre, though this time I at least got to see that pyramid. It wasn't even built in 1986 the first time I went. And this time Notre Dame is being rebuilt. That last time I was able to go in, but we still had a great trip, and Filmapalooza was still a really great experience despite not being able to see the Venus de Milo and the Mona Lisa. We just got a message that there's a filmmaker who says he's not turning in a movie on time. And it happens, you guys. All right, so hopefully we can see what we can do. Washington, D.C. is not exotic. No, it's not. But every other year, the 48-Hour Film Project tries to put Filmapalooza either in the States or in overseas. And so last year was, of course, in Rotterdam. So this next year not only will be somewhere in the U.S., but it will probably be in the home of the 48-Hour Film Project, which is D.C. The other option is L.A., which we've been to Filmapalooza in LA, and Los Angeles is a beautiful city, and it is definitely a filmmaking mecca for filmmakers from around the globe. Many of us who are from here have been there a lot, and we like to travel to somewhere else. So my fingers are crossed for at least an East Coast Filmapalooza. No offense to LA, it's a lovely city. It's just right in our backyard. So if we're going to go somewhere, I'd like to go somewhere new and exciting and downtown beautiful Washington, D.C. Sounds like it's going to be it. All right. Laura, I will always love you too. That's so sweet. I'm not going to sing though because my voice is trashed with all the smoke in the air. So far, guys, let me take a look at the uploads and see who else is uploading here. Oh, Canary Storm has started their upload. We see you. We see you. That's very exciting. All right, guys. Oh, and Thomas Grano Jr., his team with their film One Last Look is uploading right now. It's coming down to it, you guys. It's looking good. Oh, Canary Storm's film is called Clumanji. Possibly a Jumanji parody, I'm guessing, which would be cool. Although I feel like this entire year has been like one bad Jumanji game, and I'd be okay with it ending at any point now. Okay, looking good, you guys. We've got lots and lots of films coming in. And again, if your film seems like it's getting stuck, don't get worried. If you have started your upload, we have your 180 Degree Films just started too with Super by Design. So if you have started your upload, we have your checksum. Okay, so don't get stressed if your film is going slowly. We're uploading now. We have another city in the U.S. that's uploading now. Madison, Wisconsin just ended a little bit ago. Ooh, Interim Films just starting now. Interim Films is a high school team. Oh no, Interim Films is Jake Seagrave's team. Sorry, two teams changed their names on the same day. So this is Jake Seagraves and his nephew Spencer and beautiful niece, the kitty burglar from last year, if you guys remember her, the cat assassin. I think she was her character name. She was the cat assassin. But so that's Interim Films, and they are uploading currently, which is very exciting. Where the West Begins. They got Western. They got Western as one of their two genres. Looks like they might have gone with a Western. Very exciting. I'm seeing if there's anybody else new. I don't see anybody else new right now. But Dwayne and I are working closely with a screening company to get our screenings together. And as soon as we have that information, we'll be getting that out to you as soon as possible. We will be holding virtual screenings at this point, but we are always open to doing an in-person screening safely. So as soon as that's possible to do, we will be doing that. And we look forward to the time when we can all be back together with you guys in person again, because it's definitely something. That's correct, Christine. I don't know if you're watching. No other steps. That's correct. The question that came in was, we don't have to do anything after getting our checksum. Is that correct? No other steps. So once you get your checksum, it's uploading, and I can actually see Christine's film uploading now. We have another question coming in. Let me see here. I'll take a look at that. Yes, that's correct. Okay, good. So more questions about, we had a question about music releases. And one of the questions was if you use Creative Commons music or you use the SoundCloud music, that's kind of two different issues. So if you use Creative Commons music from a website and you have legally downloaded music that you have that is royalty free, have the person who downloaded it write those songs onto the music release and have that person sign it. If you've used music from the San Diego Songwriters SoundCloud spreadsheet that Dwayne and Cliff have both posted, you need to contact Cliff Keller to get that release for that musician. Okay, Cliff is authorized to sign for all the musicians on the SoundCloud spreadsheet. So if you have questions for him, for Cliff, you can contact Cliff Keller on Facebook. Also, again, just reiterating that you have until midnight tonight, 11:59 p.m. to turn in paperwork. So if you need a music release or you need a location release, you have until midnight tonight to get that uploaded. The films the deadline is 7:30 to upload those, to get those started for upload. However, you do have till midnight for your paperwork. Yeah, did you guys get that figured out?
Yeah, we got it figured out.
Oh, great, I knew you would.
So
I knew you would.
am trying to set up a countdown so that we can get a countdown at the bottom of the screen for the countdown. Probably should have set this up earlier.
I know. I actually pulled one up on my phone, and I was like, I wonder how we're gonna get how we can get something like this in there. Yeah, it's.
So I'm going to mute our channel for a second because I want to ask you something.
Okay.
So we are going to go dead.
All right,
Okay.
so Dwayne is going to get our timer set up here, and
Let's just see how good I am at this program.
you're good at all this stuff, Dwayne. It's super amazing, super impressive. All right, let's take a look at the uploads and see who else is in here. If there's anybody new. Damn It Karen Productions has begun download.
Nice.
This team here has been stuck at 2% for 25 minutes. I don't know if you want to call him and have him restart. You know what I mean?
Well, their checksum is there.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so as long as their checksum is there, let's monitor it.
Okay.
After the stream, if it's not working, we'll contact
Sounds
them and have
good.
them
Sounds
up
good.
and
Okay.
try again.
That one is the only one that I've noticed though that is not moving currently. Everybody else's is going. Okay, so we've got in the middle of upload right now, No Name Studios, 180 Degree Films, Canary Storm, Damn It Karen, Gorilla Aesthete. How do we pronounce this, Thomas? Is it Motivate? I don't know what's going on there. Thomas Grano Jr.'s team, your film is uploading. I know that for sure.
Well, there we go. The countdown timer is on the screen.
Oh, there it is. That's it already?
I know. Do you believe it?
Holy cow,
It's
seriously?
almost time. It is
3 minutes
almost
left.
time.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Interim Films, 2010 Productions, Groove Co! I see Groove Co. Jonathan, dude, every year, it's like a last minute heart attack with you. Every year, but it's there, I see it, it's uploading. Okay. So, 2010, Gorilla Aesthete, Interim, Groove Co., Canary Storm, Jordan Does Productions, Square One, Damn It Karen, 180 Degree Films, No Name Studios. All downloading right now, uploading right now. So it's looking good, you guys, looking good. Holy cow, this countdown is stressing me out already.
I know.
It's so fast.
It's not waiting for any person.
No,
Right now. It is.
It's not.
Getting
Holy
down
cow,
to 2 minutes to go.
Farmhouse Productions is going. Did I say that? I just saw them. Okay. That is the craziest thing, how fast this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
2 minutes. 2 minutes stand by to the end
Wow.
of the competition.
Holy cow, Dwayne. This weekend went so fast.
It's Crazy, yeah. It just seems like we just did the kickoff.
Like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I mean, it
seems like it
seems
was
even
like
less than that.
I'm just
seems
kidding.
like 47 hours and something ago.
Yeah.
Well, it was 48 hours and 28 minutes ago.
Right.
So we certainly hope you guys have had a great weekend, though, and we
do.
hope that you know, you're able to start your upload in the next minute and 28 seconds. Now, now remember that our YouTube and Facebook stream is slightly delayed, so we're seeing right now 1 minute and 18. What you're seeing is you're actually going to be behind us. So once we hit 0, about 45 seconds later is when you'll see us hitting 0.
Right.
So we are on the actual clock right now. So we are 1 minute away.
You guys, start your uploads. Start your uploads.
So
This is very exciting.
we'll be hanging on the line for a little bit, maybe another 15 minutes after the drop-off. So we would love, love, love to talk to someone. So please send us a direct message on Facebook. On the San Diego 48 Hour Film Project page, you can send a message to either me or Robin, and we will get you a link so that you can connect in.
Yep. We
I know you
will.
don't want to hear this, but
20 seconds.
20
Oh my
seconds.
God. Okay. It's weird doing this countdown by ourselves, though,
It's
right?
really weird.
We're used to being
It's really
surrounded by
weird.
this whole family.
Here we go, though.
All right, ready?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Fingers
That's
crossed.
it, that's
Fingers
it.
crossed that you got your film in on time.
Oh, Popcorn Productions right under the wire.
Whoa.
Right under the wire. Popcorn Productions. Like it's literally said 1 second right as we were saying.
Nice, nice. Okay,
Good job, you guys.
Good.
Popcorn
That's good.
Productions
Popcorn
is
Production
our,
is
yeah.
a high school team.
Yep.
From North County. High
Yes,
School?
San Marcos. San Marcos High School.
So
Congratulations,
awesome.
Isabella
Congratulations
and
to
crew.
you guys.
I mean, that was, girl, you couldn't have been any closer. I mean, literally, as we were counting down, it started. So, congratulations. Their film is called The Congressman-Elect. They did get politics film.
Okay.
So we'll see
Yes,
what they went
yes.
with.
So Isabella, if you're watching the live stream, why don't you connect with us? We'd love to hear from you and your team.
Yeah, or Nicole, if you're watching and,
Yep.
and Bella's with you, or anybody who's watching that did a film that wants to talk about with us, talk about how it went. I see a lot of people uploading paperwork too, which is great and is something that you can do now. But again, you have until midnight tonight to get the paperwork part in. So if you are missing paperwork, your film is not necessarily late. If your film is late, your film is late. But
Yep.
if your paperwork is not in, you still have till midnight.
Yep.
So that is super. Oh, Lurid Films. Okay, just started. Now, I don't know if there's a slight delay in what we can see as far as uploads. So some of these films, like the one that just popped up, it's possible that they were started upload before. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
So it will go by the official clock
Right.
in the computer. So
right.
just because I didn't say your name, my upload monitor, this is coming from pinging from around the world.
Right.
So
Right.
just because I didn't say your name does not mean your film was not
Exactly.
on time.
The official countdown time or the official deadline time is on that computer.
Right.
So what we do here is more ceremonial
Yes.
than anything else.
Exactly.
It's more to get your blood pressure up, and our blood pressure up.
So from what I can tell right now, it is showing that there was maybe one team at this point who started upload after the deadline.
Okay.
But
Okay, I see.
many
Yes.
teams that
Yep.
uploaded before the deadline.
Yep.
So it's looking good. It looks like the official clock is done now. So any teams that upload from here will be a late film.
Okay.
But
Still eligible for audience
yes,
choice.
still eligible for audience choice. And the films that are in progress are still in progress, and you are still an on-time film if you started that upload before 7:30. Now, when we talk about on time versus eligible, what does the film have to be eligible? What do they have to have?
The film has to be shot between 4 minutes and 7 minutes. You are you are given an extra minute of credit roll, so the film itself, the judging of the film stops at the start of your credit roll.
Right.
So that time between first video and your credit roll start of your credit roll has to be between 4 and 7 minutes long. You also have to have the character, the line of dialogue, and prop. The character, it has to be very obvious who the character is.
Right.
The line of dialogue has to be verbatim and understood. And the prop has to be visible in your film. And it only has to be visible for a short period of time. It doesn't have to be a really important part of your film, but we do have to see that. And then that's an eligible film.
Yep.
Of course, you know, we the 48, us as producers in the 48 headquarters do reserve the right to disqualify films if we find out after the fact that, you know, a film was pre-written or parts of the film was pre-shot before the actual kickoff. And,
We're hopeful that nothing like that is happening
Right,
this year,
right.
though.
So we want all the filmmakers to have a great time. That's what it's about. It's about having a great time. It's about learning the craft. I know the first 48-hour film that I did in 2005, I think I learned about as much doing that as I did going to film school, at least certain parts of film school.
Yeah.
So there's something about that deadline, something about trying to meet that deadline that really you know, opens up the channel for learning and for creativity. So now what I'd like to know, and you can drop this in on a comment, we're trying to monitor the comments on YouTube and Facebook also, is what musical instruments did everyone use?
That's a good question.
I brought the old trusty harmonica here, not that I'm a harmonica player, but I might put a little something out there and see if anyone can guess what song it's from.
Okay, I'm ready.
Are you ready? Okay. All right.
I'm ready. Oh, you guys.
I can tell you it's not A Man of Constant Sorrow.
Oh, thank God.
Those of you who were not at that best of screening probably should count your blessings.
Bless your heart.
Okay.
It was fun.
Okay.
Oh, man. It's
You
like
know that.
name that tune?
You know that?
Do I?
Yeah. At least it sounds like that to me.
I don't know what that was. Give me a hint.
Da 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 da.
Oh, that was Piano Man.
Yes.
Okay, that's impressive.
All right.
That's impressive. You're right. You're right. That is it. All right, let's see.
Okay.
Oh, your waivers are uploading, Jonathan. I can see them.
Yep.
In fact, if you look here, actually, some of them are showing up not completed. Tell them to just maybe log on and log off and try
Doing
again.
it.
Oh, look
Sorry about
what's
that.
going on there.
I keep hitting the wrong keyboard. And then I grab the wrong mouse. I'm trying to run 3 different computers right now. Okay. Sorry about that.
Who's the person in the screen there?
Oh, yeah. Wrong one. Hang on. This is live, folks.
There we go. That's better.
There we go.
That's better. There we go.
All right.
All right. There's not an alternative method of delivery, Jonathan, if you're watching, but you do have time to get them uploaded. So it might just be that the server is overloaded right this second. All right, let's take a look. Go back and see who, if anybody is still uploading. All of those teams that I mentioned, well, with the exception of one, and it'll tell you, are on-time films. So there is one that I mentioned earlier that is a late film, but it will tell you if it's still uploading. Jonathan, I see them. I don't know why they're not. Let's see. They might be all done now because they went away from the upload page. Let me look. Yeah,
Oh,
there it
all
goes.
right. It's working now.
Great.
All right.
Boy, I'm not kidding when I say that Popcorn Productions was like, I mean, it was like limbo on roller skate situation. That was so close.
Well, you bet they did that on purpose.
Oh, These kids, man, they're trying to give us a heart attack.
All right. So we're going to bring
I
up.
thought that said, do you want to go live with us? I was like, we're inviting him to live with us now?
He's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy, but I don't know if I need a roommate. That was funny. Go live. You guys, if there's anybody out there that has a few minutes and wants to go live, shoot me a message on Facebook Messenger and tell me that you want to go live. Dwayne will send you a link that you can link up with us, and we can talk to you for just a few minutes. I'm super, super impressed with the number of films. We had almost, I don't know. I know we're not going to talk about the numbers of films that came in, but I will say that we are ahead of the game with regard to late films this year. Ahead of the game.
Yep.
So again, the final tally comes in with the computer system, not with us.
Right.
But from what we can see right now, we had a higher percentage of on-time films than we have had in the past.
Yep.
So that's good. That's really good.
So we have a filmmaker that is going to be connecting in here in a minute to join us. You're welcome to, as we've mentioned a few times now, send us a direct message on Facebook and we can get you in also to go live with us. All right. I think he is on, but I do not see his video yet.
Maybe it'll pop in a second. John, can you hear us?
I can.
You
All
can
right.
hear us.
Is
We
your
can't see
camera
you yet.
turned
Turn
on? Can you turn your
camera.
camera on?
I'm working on that.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good to hear John's voice. It's so like amazing to me every time we get to like talk to these guys, like how much we miss them, you know?
There we go.
There
All
we
right,
are.
here we
Oh,
go.
there he is. Oh, hi.
Hey.
Woo woo.
So, John, I was visited for a few minutes. The set you were shooting on, it looked awesome. And tell us about your
You put a
weekend.
lot of work into that.
So tell us what happened.
What happened? We made it. We uploaded in time.
Yeah, I mean, tell us about your weekend. The story. You don't have to tell us your whole story if you don't want, but maybe if you have a one-liner out of it, you know, or something.
Do you want me to tell the story?
If you want, yeah, if you want.
So yeah, I was like, I was trying to line up a bunch of locations. I see you talking, but I don't hear you.
No, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, okay. So yes, I was trying to line up a bunch of locations, and we had a few different places that we were kind of digging, and then I saw that post on the 48 Hour site, the Facebook page, of the space set that Victor had.
Yes.
And who used to be your photographer for the 48.
Yes.
And I reached out to him and thought, you know, just in case we get something futuristic, it'd be great to have a spaceship set to do something on. But we're not really sure what we're going to get, so we're just kind of hoping. So two of my locations bottomed up. My two, at the time, was kind of like my favorite. I had like a brewery that I could have shot in, and then an archery range that we were looking at. And then we had the drawings, and Robin pulls out sci-fi. Almost fell over as serendipity and luck of it all.
Yeah.
We ended up getting to shoot at the Victor's shop. And he had built that whole set and stuff, whatever, that was made for sci-fi and some kind of ship.
Yeah.
And,
So.
yeah,
Yes.
it's wonderful.
Yeah, so that set was made for another project that he was doing, and he thought about doing a 48-hour team this year, and wasn't really able to get enough people together to do it. and but he really wanted to participate in some way, and so I'm like, hey, why don't you just upload the pictures of your set and get it out there for people to see and offer to use it. And then just by chance, you were the only one to talk to him, and also by chance, you drew sci-fi as a genre. So I mean, it was great.
Yeah, that worked. As soon as I saw that, in fact, I was trying not to be like giving too much away, but I knew you had spoken with Vic and his awesome set, and I was like, oh, they're going to be so excited. They're going to be so excited. I'm so glad that worked out.
Yeah, me too. It was fantastic, and the location and everything was amazing.
Good. Well, I'm super excited to see it. We see that you got your film uploaded in time, so that is awesome.
So coming down to the wire, how much stress was involved there in making sure that you got it rendered out and uploaded?
Quite a bit of stress, but it's not bad. We have a habit of coming in just under the wire, so I'm kind of used to that feeling. But yeah, what was great about having a set that was already kind of pre-built in a way, gave us the opportunity to do more with the film than we were probably otherwise going to be able to do. So we did a lot of like special effects and practical effects kind of stuff and everything. So,
yeah.
So we did something special for our film.
So with that location, did you write your story around that location?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Once it's sci-fi, well, we know exactly where we're going.
That's fantastic. Well, I wish you had it. We had it here with us right now because we wouldn't run it. No, we have to wait until the premiere screening. So sorry about that.
I'm listening. No, I'm listening. I'm just also answering several questions that came in at the same time.
So so thanks for joining us tonight for a few minutes.
Yeah,
I know you're
get
probably
some sleep,
tired.
you guys.
They did have good craft services though.
Oh yeah, I
they
heard
had
you
great
got a
craft
squirt.
service. I got a squirt.
Those are good.
First squirt I've had in probably 15
Hi.
years. Oh, they can see us.
My production manager.
Hi. Hi there.
Hi.
That's so funny. All right, guys. Well, so good to see you. Have a great night, and we will see you at least virtually at your screening.
Yeah, we'll be in touch about the screenings and how it's going to happen. So still a work in progress.
All right. Are you 100% sure it's going to be in the theaters? Or?
It's going to be virtual.
It'll be virtual, yeah.
It's 99%. It's close enough to 100 to call it 100% virtual. Yeah.
Yeah, at least in the beginning. If things change, we could certainly pull off a screening later and get that together, and we would love to, but we just can't do it yet. Just not yet.
We're hoping to possibly do a best of in a theater, but of course, with the social distancing guidelines and stuff, then it might be very, very small crowd, and so
right.
If we can't get enough people in the theater, then I think it would be best to do it virtually, just so everyone can see it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so. But yeah, we're working on it. We're trying to figure it out.
We'll make it happen. All right.
Have you guys considered an outdoorsy type of location with temporary screening or anything?
Yeah, we've thought about it. There's just no real good solutions at this point that we can really find. But yeah, I mean, we've definitely thought about it. We're we love the huge theaters with the crowds and everything like that. So it's definitely first on our list if we can make it happen ever. We always want to. And as soon as we just started talking with Reading again, because they're starting to open at limited capacity. So hopefully, fingers crossed, really soon.
Well, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you. Have a good night. Say hi to Patricia for us. Have a good night. All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Well, their set was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their set was pretty cool.
Yeah, their set was super cool. So that's exciting. And that's sometimes that just kind of comes together like that, right?
Right. Right.
Like you get a great location, and then your genre fits exactly with the story you want to, your location, and it just a story flows from the things that you have, from the genre and the location that you've built, and sometimes from the costumes that your cast has put together. People look through. I remember in 2009, we did a film, and we had a giant, like an Easter bunny suit.
Mm-hmm.
And we used it in the film, and it was, that would have been earlier, 2009, I think. Was a great, or maybe even 2010. Anyway.
What was that one
rabbit
called?
Suit.
The Case of the Wild
The
Hare?
Case of the Wild Hare.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think that would have been 2009. And yeah, you never know. Who knows when you're going to need a giant bunny suit?
Right.
You just never know. I'm going to let her know that you sent her a link. A link. There we go.
So, okay, you already said what the song was. Sorry, that's the only song
I
I
did.
have in my,
I guessed the song finally, but it took me a minute. I'm sorry. That's embarrassing because I'm such a huge fan.
I know.
That's really embarrassing. So films are still uploading. We just talked to one film making team, and they said they're not seeing much activity with regard to the upload. I told them to wait about 15 minutes and try that upload again with the same identical file. Again, they've already started an upload. We have a checksum. So if you do need to restart your file, don't change anything about it, okay? Because if you do, it'll make your film late. Don't change a credit, don't change anything.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have another caller on the line, Marianne Bates.
Can she hear us? Marianne, can you hear us?
Here we go.
Okay.
There's
Hi, we can
Marianne.
see you now.
I'm in my bathroom.
Girl, why are you in your bathroom? Good acoustics?
It's the only quiet place in my house.
Oh, that's funny. You have birds, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Loud birds.
Yeah, birds are really obtrusive. Like they have no chill.
No.
No.
And when they see me talking, they just want to talk. So I'm hiding.
Yeah.
That's cute.
We had a great weekend, 48, and it was all COVID responsible, so it was so hard.
Yeah.
We were in several different locations. We had, I think 3 or 4, at least 3 different houses that we were filming in, and then we uploaded things to the editor. So our editor had to really, really work hard this weekend. It was difficult. So we were all in our little COVID bubble. So everything was we didn't do Zoom, but we did everything away from each other. So all the writing, all the everything was without seeing another person. It was really hard.
Yeah, that is a big challenge. And I know that it was you guys, it was Christine and David, it was Sandy working too. Who else was with you? I know Robin was your editor. Who else was with you guys?
Robin's the editor. And you know what? I don't know the other actors that were in it.
Okay. So new people.
But I brought my musical. This is the musical instrument that we used.
Oh, what is that? Hold on, we're gonna put it up. Give me 1 second. Dwayne is merging you onto the screen. We want to see it. Okay, show me. What is it?
This is our musical instrument, and it is a kalimba.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
That's so cool.
So this is what we used.
That's very cool.
That's super cool.
I love that. I love that you brought it too, so we could see your prop. That's exciting.
There you go.
Yeah. And so you
So we had
acted and
fun.
wrote this year?
I did not write, no.
Oh, you didn't write. Okay.
No.
Oh.
And I hope I acted. I hope I did good. But yeah,
I'm sure you did great.
act.
Okay, well that's
we'll see.
exciting. And we saw that your film, the upload was started in plenty of time. So you guys are an on-time film in competition this year, which is very exciting. And very cool. Well, thank you for taking time out to join us.
So great team. Robin, our editor, was just fantastic.
Good. I heard he was doing, Christine and David told us at the kickoff that he was doing not only like uploading, but you guys had a Dropbox in front of his house, like a COVID-friendly drop and go box for
Yeah.
anybody that couldn't get.
Dropped off hard drives.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing. Because typically it's kind of a one-stop shop, you know, in between the editor
Right.
and the camera, and that's having to do that with 3 to 4 to 5 different location cameras. That's really impressive.
We have some very resourceful filmmakers in
Yes,
San
we
Diego.
do.
So if he was paid, he would have earned his money. But we'll just have to make him some food or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's always one of the
Very
best
hard.
ways to one of the best ways to thank
You
people.
could, you could slide a tray of lasagna into the Dropbox.
Yeah, that's
There
a
you
good point.
go.
Why am I yawning?
No
I wasn't
yawning.
up all weekend. Sorry,
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I wasn't even up all weekend. All right.
Well,
Well, thank you for volunteering to come talk to us, and
no problem.
and
Anytime.
we're happy to see you. Hopefully, we get to see you in person soon.
Yeah, and congratulations to all the other teams that got theirs in on time too.
Yeah, we had a great on-time percentage this year. We're very impressed. So with all the changes and all the new stuff and everything, so it's perfect.
Well,
All
have
right.
a great rest of the day.
Thank
Enjoy your
you.
sleep tonight.
Have a good
Bye.
night. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, that was awesome. I love talking to Marianne. Marianne has written several winning films for the 48-Hour Film Project. She's also written several top 3 films for the 48-Hour Film Project here and in LA. And she's also been an actress, an actor in some of the films. So it's, yeah, she has a new project that she was just finally able to announce. She wrote a script for a feature about Studio 54. So that's very exciting for her. Very,
Yeah, that's
very exciting.
Cool. That's
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, it's so cool to see people succeeding.
Yeah, I love seeing, you know, our San Diego filmmakers going and doing things beyond, you know,
Yep.
who's the big famous one that did a film here the
J.K.
first year?
Simmons?
Yes, J.K.
Yeah.
Simmons. And
He knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two.
That's right.
It's all about the 48-hour films. Yeah, J.K. Simmons was in the very first year of the 48-Hour Film Project here in San Diego, 2004. He and his wife did a film, so that's always exciting. Do we have anybody else coming in?
We don't have anyone else, and
Okay,
we're
and
just
it's
about
about-
8 o'clock.
All
so
right, well, I think we're going to wrap it up, you guys.
I think that we should just spend a second saying what's next.
Yep,
So what's next?
Monday is next.
Monday, yeah, and not too far off from now.
And then Tuesday.
So what's next in terms of the 48-hour film project?
Oh,
So,
I knew it. I knew that's what
so what's next is that we're working on a way to get the films up online so that we can have essentially a viewing party. So we'll be formatting the films into a screening group, 2 screening groups, A and B, like we did before for a live screening, except the screening will be posted online. It will be behind a paywall. There will be a charge to watch a film. It's not going to be a huge charge. What comes with the viewing of the film is one audience choice vote as well. So that's the only way that you'll be able to vote for your film is if you purchase a ticket to view the film. But like I said, we are looking at a price structure that brings it down very low.
Yeah.
So that you can get your whole team together virtually, or if you're able to social distance together and have a viewing party, then that way as well. So, so I mean that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
We are looking at September 30th and October 1st as the dates for the premiere screenings. And then it won't be long after that until we do our best of.
Right.
And the best of, we're going to structure it essentially the same way. We'll probably do it from the studio here with potentially the nominees for the awards being able to be on screen. So it's going to be a logistics nightmare putting it together that way.
We may need to have a
we would
need to have a
really
switcher
love,
for that
yeah,
show.
we would really love to do it that way
Yep.
and try to have the absolute best thing possible. I do want to bring something up real quick that if you're watching the stream still, let me pull this up. I have to get it formatted into the system real quick, so let me do that.
What is it, Dwayne?
Oh, it's a little surprise.
What is it? It's a surprise
Yes,
for me?
for everyone.
Oh, for everyone.
So
That's exciting.
Here we go. And okay. So, if you are able, and hopefully you're not driving, we're going to pull up a little graphic. If you are able to take a picture of this graphic, a selfie with this graphic in the background, so you can post it on the 48 Hour Film Project site or the 48 Hour Film Project Facebook page, that would be awesome. So here is the graphic.
I can do it. We can do
Yes.
it. Come over here. There we go. We got it in the background. Got it.
All right. So I'll leave that
Oh,
up
wait.
for a second or two.
We didn't. We got to do it one more time. Sorry. We got to do it one more time. Got a picture of my dog in there. Okay. Why isn't it taking? Why is it taking? Anyway, we'll figure it out.
It
Okay.
didn't take it?
I didn't. I don't know why it's not doing it.
Okay. All right.
We'll get it. All right, guys. Get some rest. Be safe, and we'll be in touch soon about the screenings. Okay. Congratulations to all of you guys.
To everyone that was able to make a film, and even the ones that only got there halfway. We hope that you continue to work on your film and get it out there and possibly get it out to film festivals because, you know, it sucks to get together a whole crew and not be able to get a film turned in.
Yep.
But if you're able and you're able to get it out to film festivals, then that's awesome. So thank you all very much for watching. Good night. Please watch your emails. Sign up at 48hourfilm.com. Let me see, I don't have that. Let me see if I can pull it up. Nope, wrong one. There we go. That one right there. So go to 48hourfilm.com. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, sign up there. And then you'll be up to date on everything happening with that. And also do the same at 4pointsfilmproject.com if you haven't done that already. So you'll be up on that up and coming competition that's coming up for in November. So thank you all. Good night. Thank you all and good night.
And good night. Good night, everybody.
Night, everyone.